Howdy partners, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking Up Trouble. This is just going to be a really short episode though, because I asked David Lapp of Pinebox Entertainment if I could spoil a card, or preview a card, for the upcoming Weird West edition of the base set for Doomtown. And he asked me what kind of card that I wanted to spoil, and I said, well, you know what, one of my favorite archetypes, the one that I really got into first when I started seriously playing Doomtown, was horses. So, well, you're looking at well, it's not a horse, is it? It's the new printing of Calling the Cavalry, which in the old version was just insanely powerful, plus one hand rank for each horse. But in this case, it's down, it's been reduced to whoever has the most horses gets plus one hand rank. Far more controllable. Totally agree with this, because there are just some cards in what we'll call the AEG era that were just nuts. And the one card that went along with this was Pedro. I'm not even going to pull up Pedro because we know what Pedro is. 8 of hearts, 0 cost, horse sidekick. Sure, it reduces your dude's value by 3, but your dude can't be affected by card effects that move him. Nuts. It was, But anyway, David Lapp was gracious enough to send me a horse card to preview, and here it is. It's the Ragged Mule. It's an 8 of hearts. So you know what? I'm thinking that this guy may be the replacement for Pedro. For all we know. I mean, I hope so. Oh God, I'm just now looking at the art. That mule is eating a person. Holy crap. Anyway, horse keyword. Synergizes really well with Calling Cavalry. Shootout, action, boots the card. Dude joins your posse. Pay 1 Ghost Rock or discard Ragged Mule. Noon action does the exact same thing. You can move this guy, pay 1 Ghost Rock or discard the Ragged Mule. I was jokingly talking to myself, which I do, about this card. Is like, well, it'll get you there. Can't promise it'll get you back. But since 8s were such a very core value to the original Morgan Regulators archetype, I could only imagine that 8s are going to be integral to the new horse archetype. They're just 8s have always just been a good value in the game anyway. Single Ghost Rock, and so that's pretty cheap to actually bring in play. And I don't know if we're going to have another Maggie Harris to get this guy out of the discard pile to recur the Ragged Mule over and over and over again like you could with Pedro. But we'll see what's going. But anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for coming by and watching, and as my grandfather used to say, keep a good thought and be good to yourself.